So if you're at the Makato last Friday, or if you're, literally anywhere else in the world, even in India, you'd have to follow the Azkals games via Twitter. There are a few Indian journalists who were tweeting the match out, tweetcasting the game. But for the rest of us, it was just watching very slowly as some sort of information came in. Iko, what was your experience like watching the game that way this time?
It's not the first time, I have to say. First time
in a long time.
Yeah, after a long time. I remember the first time.
Was it Myanmar?
Yeah. I think that was... And the second was, I think, in Chinese Taipei.
Okay. Please go.
So it's kind of different feeling that you're anxiously waiting for updates via Twitter and there's no live stream. I was surprised that heading to halftime, I was like, okay, it's 0-0. And while the event was ongoing in Mercato, it was like smooth sailing. I got surprised, that India scored first through Sunil Chetri, their skipper. And surprisingly, I was tweeting that India was ready to score when I noticed one of the journalists just tweeted, "Oh, Phil Younghusband just scored on a counter, 1 minute right up." Okay, revise the tweet.
Equalize.
Nope.
And at the Makato, how were you guys going around that? Was it just people letting everyone know what was going on, or did you have like a screen on there that you could put up tweets?
Well, no, actually, we were each of us had a mobile on Twitter, and then one of us, since everybody was busy like doing some stuff in there, and one of us was saying out what the Indian journalists were casting. So there was like, India scored first. So everyone's like, we're doing that kind of reaction. And then right after, Phil scored! And then everybody just was going crazy right after that. So it's different feeling in a way because you can't really see and you're just relying on tweets from someone from India. So it's a different feeling.
It's kind of frustrating as well in the second half. I think the 70th minute, Philippines scored a second goal from Phil Younghusband, but
it was offside.
It was like, okay, I was about to celebrate and I was about to signal Ebong and Bob, who were the MCs that night.
Yeah.
So 2-1. No. It's no offside. They ruled it offside.
I'm gonna say it wasn't offside. I'm just gonna get that out there. But yeah. Very bad call from the linesman. But yeah, because we haven't seen it, let's we can throw some wild speculation.
We're just speculating on it.
What do you think happened for the Azkals? Yeps first.
I don't know. I mean, they start slow as always. Slow as always, and I think they need a goal from India to actually keep them, to pump them up, I think. So I think they went in knowing that they beat this team before. So I think they're a little overconfident, I think. Because I think the last time they played India, they won 2-0 from Challenge Cup last year. Yeah. So I think they're in a mindset that, hey, this team is beatable. Yeah. So I didn't know if it's overconfidence or...
Yeah, because the Azkals had a full lineup. You had pretty much all of the foreign-based players. Was it Roland Muller in goal? And then Schrock was in there. You had...
Lucena
was there.
I think Kagara was just the only one missing.
And Patino.
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah. Ray Johnson's back.
Yeah. No, I read from an article from an Indian journalist from Coach Wise that it could be probably that the players were distracted because of what happened here in the Philippines. Could be some truth.
It could be.
Well, especially some players there. You want to represent the country more, though. You want to give. That's what everything was before. And let's go out and give the people something to celebrate.
Yeah, something to
uplift. So it's usually something that, in a sense, would motivate them to do well in that one.
So credit for the two teams for the match that they had moments of silence for the victims.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in that case, on my analysis of the game, I'm going to say that it was. All right, I'll skip that.
Okay, you want to start on that, right?
Well, just wild analysis on the game.
I'm just reading on the tweets. Could have won.
It was a shame, but I mean,
could have won it though. What I heard, had two chances late on, based on the tweets from Phil and Schrock that went away.
Could have been,
Star performer of the game.
Yeah.
Star performer.
As usual.
Everyone's gunning for Schrocky.
Yep. And even the Indian journalists became fans of Schrock. After watching him.
There was a few man crushes going on. Anyway, that was quite funny to see a few retweeted Indian journalists.
And again, I think for them this is a big thing since among the players in the Azkals lineup, Schrock was the biggest of lot of them all. Since he's playing first division football in the Bundesliga. And he's facing the likes of Frank Ribery, Robert Lewandowski, Marco Reus. I think for them,
top quality opposition.
Yeah.
And but it's also the last game of the year for the Azkals.
Correct.
So, in a word, sum up the year. Put you on the spot.
Okay, I'll say it's been a rough ride. We started very impressively. We qualified to the Challenge Cup as the leaders, as group leaders. We beat Turkmenistan. We avenged that 2-1 loss last year. Then we had a game in Hong Kong. We had a very interesting game. No, not interesting, more of a feisty game because of the atmosphere there. Then we faced Indonesia in another intense encounter, but we were short-handed that time. Well, it was all right for the Azkals, and we have to wait until next year if they will have training camps or probably some more friendlies against higher rank oppositions in preparation for the Challenge Cup in May in Maldives. If it pushes through in Maldives.
There's a few rumors going around now that
actually it came from Sheikh Salman.
That part's for sure. If Maldives doesn't host it, if they can't host it, if they have problems, it'll move to the Philippines. Best not to get hopes up too much so far about that.
Not yet.
And given the infrastructure would be difficult to cope with at the moment with everything going on.
Yes.
So it might not be the best time to look into that too much.
Then again, Roy, I forgot to add. We also won the title this year, so at least we're able to end the year on high. We're champions again in the Peace Cup.
Goal difference.
Yep.
All important goal
But still,
difference.
we're still champions.
With 2 teams. Goal difference with 2 teams. Everyone finished on the same place. It's interesting football rock paper scissors. But it's been a bit of a crazy year. Some great highs, some bad.
Year.
Yeah, that seems to be the word for the year. Bit of a roller coaster year for.
Lots of controversies also on local
football scene. But that's another story.
But that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though, because you feel that
the football talk is there.
Yeah, it's there, and everybody's talking about
football
it.
Is alive, and we're kicking. Football is life.
And it's not gonna go anywhere. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a long year, but next things up will be the training camps at the start of next year. As everything's prepared, everything's geared up for the Challenge Cup. So we hope the Azkals can rebound from some of the results, some of the performances as well, and start next year as they started this year. Very unbeaten for a while. Was it 3-4 games that they won in a row? So let's hope that they can do that again 2014 and really start to come out strong again. We'll give you the updates on whatever happens when the official announcements are made on who the Azkals will face next. Follow us at FTW Sports.